This video is for those of you who have filled the IMT Ghaziabad forms this year and would be appearing for the interview and the writing test, the critical written test this year itself. So I had recorded a video explaining what I went through the previous year, the interview experience as well as the written test experience. And I was very hopeful in that video that I would be able to convert IMT Ghaziabad because immediately after giving the interview, I knew that the interview had gone well. I had thoroughly enjoyed that interview. So I have actually brought you that video. I saved that video for 1 year. So I'm uploading that video so that you can benefit from my interview experience. And if you want, what I can do is I can talk to other people in my college, record them and share their interview experiences as well. Obviously, because 1 year has passed now, their memory would not be as detailed as the video that I've shared because I recorded just after giving my interview. But still, it might help you a lot, especially men, because we as men tend to be sidelined a lot when it comes to the entrances or the admissions in MBA colleges. So I could talk to men at my boys' hostel who have actually cracked IMT Ghaziabad and gotten into marketing, finance, or any other domain and share their experiences, share how they feel that their interview went and what helped them crack their interview. If you are interested, let me know. For now, please watch the video. Hi guys, I have just given my IMT Ghaziabad interview. It was held in CP. It was an offline interview and the date today is 7th of Feb 2024. So if you're watching this, you'll be watching this most probably the next year before giving your IMT Ghaziabad interview. And it was a wonderful experience. I enjoyed giving this interview. I'll walk you through the entire process of the IMT Ghaziabad interview and I'll tell you why I found it the best interview till date, and you can prepare for it quite easily according to me. So what happened was that I reached the venue. My time slot was of 12 o'clock. So the reporting time was 11:30. I reached at 11 and they assign you a panel number and a serial number as soon as you reach. And the documents are verified as soon as you reach so that you get it done with. And then at 12 o'clock sharp, the critical thinking test starts, which is basically a written test. It is like the VAT only. You're given a topic and you're given half an hour to think about it and write down your opinion on it. And it usually revolves around the business scenario and the current affairs that are happening in the country right now. So the topic given to my batch for the critical thinking test was, is Viksit Bharat by 2047 an achievable target? So that was a very good topic in my opinion because you can write a lot on it and half an hour is a lot of time to think about this and write it. So I did. I think I did pretty well when it came to the critical thinking test. That sheet goes on to the panelists, to your panel especially, and they hold it in their hands while taking your personal interview also, and they can ask questions from your critical thinking test also. But it did not happen in my case, but it usually does happen. So keep that in mind. Write a good answer for the critical thinking test. So my serial number, because I reached early, my serial number was 1 and I had panel 10. And this interview did not happen in the IMT Ghaziabad campus. It was happening in YMCA hostel that is in CP, Delhi. And it was a hostel, so the interview rooms were essentially hotel rooms that were converted into interview rooms, makeshift interview rooms. The management was top notch because I gave the 4 interview, but I was there for 6 hours, 5 hours, and then my turn to give the interview came. But here, all the procedure, the offline procedure was completed within 1.5 to 2 hours, which is very commendable. And I went for my interview. There were 2 female panelists. One was maybe in her 50s, late 40s, and one was quite young. She was maybe in her early 30s. And both of them were super polite, did not try to intimidate me at all throughout the interview. And it looked like they were genuinely interested in getting to know me as a person, getting to know my beliefs and my opinions on certain matters. And they were really interested to know what all I had done in my life till now, especially my work experience, because I have a work experience of running a business, which was a very interesting and a different business, by the way. So they were very keen on doubling down on that. They wanted to understand why am I leaving a well growing business, a well growing field, and switching to an MBA. They were very interested to know that, and I had valid points to offer to that answer as well. So, my interview, surprisingly, this was the longest interview that I gave. My interview went on for about 35 to 40 minutes, I think, which is very long when you think about it. But when I was inside that room, it did not appear to me to be long at all. It was a very conversational interview. The first question that they asked me upon when I went there was not the introduce yourself question. It was essentially the same question but twisted in a different format. The first female panelist noticed that I had done my graduation in English literature, so she asked me to walk her through the journey in English literature and what all I had accomplished after completing my graduation and post graduation. I did all of this, and usually what happens is when you give a long detailed answer, when you give a long introduction, interviewers usually cut you short and then they start asking questions because they do not want to listen to a long introduction. But it did not happen with me in this interview. I was giving a very detailed and long introduction, and it was an interesting introduction because I have led an interesting life until this point. So they were very interested in listening to it. They did not cut me. I was going on and on and on. Then I eventually stopped on my own, and all the follow-up questions were based on the business that I was running. For the first 15-20 minutes, the core focus was on my business, and they were very interested to know what all I was doing and why I decided to switch and what are my plans going forward. So expect questions, especially if you have some entrepreneurial experience. Expect a lot of questions based around that. Or maybe your entire interview can be revolving around just your work experience. After 20-25 minute mark, they started asking me general opinion based questions. So, for example, I was asked, what is your opinion on the current ongoing issue of the Gyanvapi temple? And do you think that the site should be handed over to the Janam Bhoomi Trust to build a temple? And what is your opinions? To which my standard reply was that it is not for me to decide. Obviously, the court will give out the ruling. But they were very keen. They doubled down on the fact that we want to know your opinion. You are a citizen of the country. You live in a democratic country. You must have an opinion. So give us your opinion, which I did. And then they asked me, what do you think is the biggest geopolitical threat to India right now? I had some understanding of geopolitical scenario going on right now. So I gave an answer according to that. Then they asked me about China, why is it a threat? And I answered that as well. They asked me something about the Red Sea, an ongoing issue in the Red Sea, which I was not aware about. So I simply told them that I am not aware about this issue. But other than that, they asked me my CAT and XAT percentile. So my CAT percentile was 96.22 and my XAT percentile was 85.85. So one of the female panelists asked that it is usually the other way around, that people have a lower percentile in CAT and have a higher percentile in XAT. So I told them that, ma'am, my XAT center was in Agra and I was traveling by train. So the exam did not go that well. And she understood it and moved on. So I was asked a lot of questions based around my perspective and opinion on certain things. I was surprisingly not asked even a single factual question, which happened in IMI, which happened at SIBM Nagpur interview also. They did not ask me the full forms of various things. They did not ask me what is famous in Delhi, where I hail from, or any GK about Delhi. They were very keen on knowing what my beliefs were as a person. So this went on for 40 minutes, and it was a very pleasant experience. I was very relaxed throughout the interview, and big kudos to the interviewers, to the panelists. They helped me be that relaxed, and they were genuinely interested. I genuinely enjoyed the interview. So my only advice to you is be confident, and if the interviewers are very relaxed and chill, no need to stress. And hopefully I convert this. But make sure you watch other interview experiences of IMT Ghaziabad as well, because maybe I could have been an exception where the interview went super smooth. There could have been a few hiccups also to other people. Thank you.